What to know about the Europeans' thrilling Ryder Cup win? In just 2 days, the Europeans built a wall of points at Bethpage Black that seemed insurmountable. On Sunday, amid a packed New York crowd, the Americans nearly broke through, but were thwarted by a last-minute birdie from Shane Lowry on the 18th hole, securing a half point against Russell Henley. The Europeans ultimately won 15-13, retaining the Ryder Cup. www.nytimes.com/athletic/66787 Europe wins Ryder Cup. This victory marked the first time since the 2013 Miracle at Medina that Europe had claimed the trophy, and they've since won 8 of the 11 cups since the turn of the century, including 4 on American soil, since the US last won an away cup in 1993. Here are the top numbers and notes from the electrifying final day. Europe's historic run. Europe's 7-point lead by Saturday night wasn't just a record, it was a lifeline. Donald and his team needed every point to close the gap, while the US earned 8.5 singles points, matching the record set in 2012. The envelope rule, which allows captains to submit a player for singles if another withdraws due to injury, was used for the first time since 1993, adding intrigue to the competition. The envelope rule. Victor Hovland, who missed his Saturday foursome match due to a neck injury, couldn't compete in singles. The rule, which has been used only 4 times in Ryder Cup history, meant the US needed just 2 points to keep the cup. Justin Rose's opening tee shot led the Europeans to a 2-point advantage, showcasing the critical role of strategy in the match. Donald's legacy. Keegan Bradley praised Luke Donald as the best European Ryder Cup captain, a title he earned in 2 consecutive cups. Donald is the 4th captain to win back-to-back cups, and the first since Tony Jacklin in 1985. He's also the 4th man to captain 4 or more winning teams, joining legends like Walter Hagen, Sam Snead, and Arnold Palmer. Singles versus 4-ball. The US dominated singles, 8.5 points, but struggled in 4-ball. 6-19-0 in foursomes over 3 cups. Their 4 half points in the first 4 sessions contrasted sharply with their 46 singles wins, a record unmatched in US history. If they aim to reclaim the cup in 2027 at Adair Manor, they'll need to reverse their fortunes in alternate shots. Scheffler versus McIlroy. The first ever showdown between the top 2 ranked players in the official World Golf Ranking, Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy, set the tone. Neither led by more than 1 hole, ending in a 1-up victory for Scheffler. This match, the first of its kind, highlighted the unpredictability of Ryder Cup singles, with Scheffler avoiding a 0-5-0 finish, tying Dustin Johnson for the worst performance by a reigning OWGR #1. Fleetwood's challenge. Tommy Fleetwood aimed to become the first player to post a 5-0-0 record on opposing soil, but he faced a tough opponent in Justin Thomas. Thomas won 1-up with a 12-foot birdie on the last hole, becoming the first American to reach a perfect 4-0-0 singles record. His approach play was flawless, and he narrowly missed his target on multiple occasions. The Legend Squad. The Ryder Cup roster featured legends like Seve Ballesteros and Hale Irwin, alongside journeymen like Philip Walton. Lowry's dramatic 18th-hole birdie sparked Europe's celebration, with Paul McGinley being the last Irishman to clinch a cup on home soil in 2002. The US hadn't lost a single hole on 17 or 18 before Lowry's putt rolled in. DeChambeau's comeback. Bryson DeChambeau fell 5 down against Matt Fitzpatrick, but surged back to tie for half a point. Had he won, it would have been the largest comeback in Ryder Cup history since 2002. When David Toms defeated Sergio Garcia, the US didn't lose any match from worse than 2 down in 28 matches. Cameron Young's triumph. New York native Cameron Young secured 3 points, tying Xander Schauffele for the most on the US side. His performance in strokes gained approach and tee to green was stellar, even after missing the opening foursome session. He led his team to 3 wins, with a defeat in a match that reached the 18th hole. President's Cup return. The President's Cup will return to American soil in 2026, with Medina hosting the event for the first time. The US will face questions about the 2012 meltdown, while the 46th Ryder Cup in 2027 will mark 100 years since the event's first contest. The US hasn't lost a single hole on 17 or 18 in the past 2 days, a rare feat. But here's where it gets controversial. The envelope rule. While necessary for fairness, sparked debates about its impact on player performance. And this is the part most people miss. Europe's historic dominance isn't just about points. It's about strategy, resilience, and the unyielding spirit of golf.